Hey, and welcome back to Merricks Garage. Today we're diving into stage one of the rebuild of the truck after my rollover. Quick reminder for those of you out there who have not subscribed to my social media feeds, take a look down below. You will see Instagram and Facebook. I put a lot more pictures up on Instagram of the truck build, previous generations of the truck, and various other things that I find interesting. So give me a follow down there. Facebook page is just a place where I provide a little bit more content on some of my stuff and share some cool things I find around the web. So check them out or don't. In the Amazon store, I'm going to put links to tools I used, parts that were purchased, like the headers for the LQ9 swap that everyone always asks me, what headers did you use? Well, check it out, they're in the store. Cool thing about the store is you don't need to buy anything off my list for me to get a little bit of money from Amazon that helps me to continue making these videos. If you guys remember, I was not all that concerned about the roof, as I was really impressed with how the halo held up in the DIY 4x roll cage. Essentially, it was supported the roof as the roof line crushed down. I've seen some other square bodies that have rolled without an adequate A-pillar support, and essentially the whole thing folds down. So fortunately, I was able to just get back in here and kick this roof up. You'll see that there is some shape to the roof. It has a lot of wrinkles and ripples in it. I'm not really that concerned by it. I think it looks kind of good. I think these trucks have a little bit more character when they show that they've been through the ringer once or twice. That said, I am having the glass replaced today, and we're gonna have to see how square the frame is. I'm a little concerned that it may have shifted over slightly and that glass will not drop right in, but that remains to be seen. Fingers crossed for that one, because if the frame has shifted, it's gonna result in more work for me. But at this point, things are progressing. I've got some dents on the back that I've pounded out. The quarter panel up front and the door are both going to get replaced. But that is about it. As soon as I get glass back in this, I'm gonna be driving it again, as driving it without the glass is just not that much fun. You'll also see that I added these two support bars between the dash bar and the halo. Now, before anyone says anything, yes, I do know that it is going to be technically stronger to go at an angle from the center of the halo down to the dash bar. But I found that my visibility was going to be reduced slightly with that. And seeing as my roll cage has already been tested and I'm confident in its strength, this is just an additional measure to give me a little bit more strength, and I don't think it's going to be compromised by running them this way. So go ahead and blast me in the comments if you disagree, but that was my rationale. Hey, well, I'm rolling down to my first junkyard to see if I can find me a square body Chevy to get the quarter panel, the roof, the door, and the rear quarter from. So let's go see what they got inside, but I'm hoping I find what I'm looking for here, and we can start building a new truck. Hey, is it weird that I think Junkyard's kind of fun? I could spend hours just poking around, taking pictures and checking out old cars. I don't know, does that make me weird? What have we here? Hello. So here, I think you guys can see one of the dents in the rear quarter. There's a few more, but fortunately the camo wrap hides them quite well. So I'm gonna pull the interior panel off so we can bang this one out, and hopefully we can get this looking a little bit more shipshape. Because right now it's a little dented, but not too bad, but I think we can fix it. Let's go. So here's the panel that I need to remove. I had these made out of diamond plate a long time ago to replace the plastic or
cardboard ones that were here. So I just need to pull this off, get the high lift jack out of the way, and see if I can access the panel and start pounding. Here goes. Doesn't seem to be moving at all. With the mechanism of how my truck rolled, I thought it was inevitable that there was going to be some damage to the A-pillar, and I was right. As we first lowered it into place, I was optimistic until they pointed out that it was really tight in the driver's side upper corner and really loose in the passenger side upper corner, and vice versa. So although it looks like it dropped right in, we had to pull it out and do some significant tweaking, bending, and levering to get it to fit.
Hey, so the glass doesn't fit perfectly like I thought. It is cocked over slightly. So we used my winch cable, did a tensionless hitch around the A-pillar. We're gonna pull it over. These glass guys are awesome. It's not looking good. High lift jack doubles as a body straightening tool also.
After pulling and prodding and jacking with the high lift jack and stretching and putting the glass in about 3 or 4 times, we were finally able, I say we, but it was mostly these guys busting their butt to get things done for me. We were able to get it seated fairly well.
Best price auto glass and body repair. I gotta hand it to these guys. Look at this. There's not a lot of glass shops that would go out of their way to make something fit like this, so thumbs up to Best Price Auto Glass. Got my business.
I call this a success. I've got glass again. I can drive on the freeway.
Well, that was a bleeding knife fight, but we got the windshield in. I can't say enough about these guys. They came out here. Not only were they cheaper than everyone else around, but I guarantee that anyone else would have shown up and gone, nope. Whereas these guys hooked up the rope to their truck and helped me straighten the frame, and then helped me put the high lift jack in and straighten it some more. And then they wrestled with it for about 15 minutes to get the seal in. My kind of people. Part 1 is in the bag. We got the glass in today. It's in. I've driven around it and it hasn't cracked, which is a plus, but I do think it is under some stress just due to the fact that the A-pillar is bent, but we bent it back as best we could. We got it in, we got the seal in, and I'm stoked. I can drive without wearing goggles. So stay tuned. There's going to be part 2 coming out where we tackle the front quarter and the door and see what we can do about the roof. But if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up down below, hit the subscribe button, tell your friends, and yeah, till next time, try not to roll your truck.